Sophie and I'm the program director at Slough Farm. Slough Farm is a working educational farm and art space in Katama. And today we're going to take you on a tour of our field and our animals, beginning with our greenhouse. This is our greenhouse. Welcome. In the winter, spring, and fall, our greenhouse is filled with baby plants and starts and three-season growing. But in the summer, we had the opportunity to grow some more exotic, unusual plants in our greenhouse. For instance, you may not know what this is. It's got kind of thick, straight stems, almost like a reed, and then it has kind of almost a bamboo quality leaf. And if you were here, you would be able to smell that it smells really sweet. This is my first time ever growing this plant. This plant is ginger, which is very exciting. You can pull some up if you want to see what it looks like. So ginger grows like a root, but it's actually not a root, it's a rhizome. Just slightly different. So we pull it out. So there's the ginger rhizome. And then you can see it's actually different from the actual roots of the plant. But that's what fresh ginger looks like. You can chop it up and cook with it, and you can also use the stems. We like to juice them. So this plant looks a lot like ginger, but as you can see, it has wider leaves. And it's a little bit different in other ways. These are starting to look a little bit ragged. They've been in here for about 6 months. And I think we're getting ready to harvest them, so I haven't been watering them quite as much. This is not ginger though, it is turmeric, which is like ginger. You maybe know it like in a powder in a jar. It's that color, and it's a spice. It's very delicious.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm Carla, and I'm the garden manager here at Slough Farm.
And where are we? What is this space?
So this is our production garden, which is where we grow all the food that we send to the schools, like your guys' school, and we also send it to the food pantry and to some of the things that happen over at Thimble Farm. So we grow all vegetables and some flowers, which are mostly just nice to look at, but really good for the bees and the birds. And we like having flowers because of what it brings into the space. But all of these beds were planted with different vegetables, so things like lettuce, kale, broccoli, onions, corn, just a wide variety of all the kinds of things you would see at the grocery store or that you eat at any point in the day. But now that it's late in the season, things are kind of quiet. We call it putting the garden to bed, which just means that we're getting ready to let the soil rest and let all the worms and the bugs and everything just be quiet in the garden space. Well, part of putting the garden to bed for the winter means that we plant cover crops, which are plants that we're not going to harvest to eat, and instead we're going to grow so that we can put it back in the ground, and they'll bring some of the nutrients that left the ground when we harvested the food this summer. So in this bed we have oats, which is this one that looks like grass, and peas. There's this little round leaf, and that's one of the cover crop mixes that we use. And today I've been seeding some of the oats in some of our other beds. So you can see all the seeds are on the surface of the soil, and I'm going to rake them in, and then I might cover them with some straw to keep it warm.
behind this door, we have some of our newest additions to the farm. These are the only baby animals we have on the farm at all right now, but right around January, February, March, we'll start having baby goats, baby sheep, and actually we have some calves on the farm as well, but these are our youngest farm animals right now. I don't know if you can guess what they are.
See if you can hear it.
This is one of our baby chicks. She's a little nervous. You can hear her. She's peeping. Okay, go peep. Okay, she doesn't want to peep. There she is. There she was peeping. Up close, when they have none of their adult feathers, you can see some of their anatomy a little better. So usually you can't see a chicken's ears, but hey babe, hey babe. But here you can see her ears right here. They're like underneath those little flaps of skin. What else? She's starting to get some of her kind of poult feathers. When they come out of the egg, they're all fluff like this, and they gradually grow more and more feathers. Yeah. For our laying hens, we check their house for eggs twice a day. Open this up, and sure enough, there's some eggs. Looks like we have white eggs and brown eggs today. Every so often you get a blue egg. So our barred rock chickens lay kind of bluish green eggs, and then the buff Orpingtons and the Rhode Island Reds will either lay brown or white. These are our pigs!
So take a look in the woods behind our pigs. Now we just built this fence here for the pigs a couple weeks ago, actually, with some kids on a field trip. So when we brought the pigs in, there was a lot of underbrush where the trees are. Underbrush is like a shorter plant, and the pigs like to root. So rooting is when they use their flat snouts and they kind of dig in the dirt with their nose to search for food or other places to lay in the mud. This is really important to forest landscaping and agriculture because it can promote new growth and get out old growth and help plants grow overall better. This type of farming is called forestry or silvopasturing. Responsible pig farming can create a wonderful impact on the land if you are doing it correctly. And they're super cute.